Hello and welcome back. Now today is Evo day, so our efforts now are trying to put this Evo back on the road. It's not been on the road for the last 12 years now. There are a few issues with it. I don't know if you've seen it in the last video, but I put the hub back together and I got it started. It has since hasn't started, but we sorted that out. That was just a flat battery, which is good. So battery charged. It's just now the rear axle needs sorting out, so I'll go through that a little bit later, what it is. But for now we're just going to get it jacked up, get the wheels off, and I'll explain as I go, and then hopefully we can enjoy this car for the summer. Hopefully the aircon works.
So just before we jack it up in the air, just to undo these wheel nuts. They're 19mm and there's 5 on each side. So I found a centralised point to jack it up. This made it easier than doing one side then the other, because usually on the axle stand they move. So if you can get them up central, then put them both in at the same time, it does make it easier than the car rocking backwards and forwards. Just always got to remember to chock the front wheels and put it in gear, because the handbrake at this point won't be doing a lot. It was tricky at first to find a decent point to put the axle stands. I didn't want to put them anywhere that was going to be in the way while I was dropping down the subframe, and as you can see, someone's already made a mess of the sills.
I mean, someone's made a mess of the sills here already, but I don't know if that will be any good. It is where the one of the suspension arms bolts to, so there should be a little bit of strength in it. Don't know. But yeah, I was hoping to get it a little bit higher, but never mind. See what happens. In my head it was like vertical, you can walk underneath it. But right, that's not going to happen. Right, take them out, set these wheels off, and set them under sills for now. Right, okay, so I'll just show you what's going off underneath here. So this was a problem that we had. So because this is cast and these are alley or whatever, so these are steel, this is cast, it's seized inside, so they've snapped off basically. So Joel's since drilled them out and then just put this in as a bit of a fix, but it's a bit of a bodge. So we've got some new brackets coming. They're not here yet, I don't know why, so we're waiting for them, and I can put the anti-roll bar back on. If that's a bit shoddy, I might replace it. We've got some new drop links, and we've got the new subframe, which is over there, which means I can put these back in. And then you can see here the diff is leaking. Now, to get that diff off, this subframe needs to come off to access it, to reseal that again. So that's what we need to try and get to. Right, so it's basically everything off. First thing I think is going to be this exhaust.
Just giving these exhaust bolts a bit of a clean up, so I can get a good grip on them. Because of the heat, these things do like to snap. So just setting up a long reach 14mm socket, just get these on. Just been laid underneath. It's tricky to get a good swing on these, that's the joys of working on the floor. However, this was being a little bit stubborn. Tried the impact on it and it still was not budging. I even tried the ring spanner on ratchet combo, but I couldn't really figure it out. So I just decided then just to give everything a lucky tap. Throwing pretty much everything that I had at it, still wouldn't come off. So the last thing in the toolbox was the breaker bar.
She's off. Yes, we've cracked her. She's off. Bugger, spoke too soon. The dreaded. Nice.
Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this.
Well, there we go. It has snapped both of them, so I'll probably just have to drill that out and just nut and bolt that when I come back to putting it back on. Look at this, that's condensation inside the exhaust. Look at that. Bless it.
So the exhaust is just held on by two rubbers, one at the front and one at the back, and they'll just pry off nicely.
One exhaust off. Alright, Bloody Mish, hopefully it gets easier from here. I can't see it though.
So the next job is the lower suspension arms. There's three 17mm nut and bolts into this. These weren't too difficult to get out. They needed a little bit of persuasion, but eventually they did come. We just needed to undo two of these though, the one at the subframe and the one at the suspension strut. And then it just pivoted down on the one at the hub.
Right, so that is the suspension arms lowered and out of the way. We just need to get this anti-roll bar off now, and then it's just where the diff, there's like a diff bracket or a diff mount there. Unbolt it from that. I don't know which way or how much of that I've got to take out. Don't know, just going to keep unbolting stuff until we get what we need. Got a funny feeling these are going to snap, I don't know why. They aren't coming off nice. It's literally just a nut and bolt through there. This is going to snap. Something's going to give. Oh, help. Oh my god. You ever done that? Look. It's literally snapped straight off. Right, 3 more to go. There we go, off. Lovely. It's easy as that. Alright, there's just one 14mm bolt there, just hiding. Just whip that out and then that should drop down. There we go. She's these out. This side. Same again. Other. And put that in this tub. Oh, pretty much fell off. Perfect. Oh, the sun's coming out now. Who needs a ramp anyway? Oh, bloody hell. So, we're another stage closer to getting this diff off. I don't know. I think that is pretty much, it's ready. I don't know if the diff wants to come down with it. I'm just going to put the jack underneath the diff to hold it and then take out what looks like 19mm bolts. What size is this? This is a 17. Oh, 17. Right, drop these 17mm bolts down and see what happens. All these 17mm bolts undone. There's 8 of them, and then there's just this for the diff bracket, so 9, 10, so 10 bolts altogether. Right, we'll just get these whipped off and hopefully we can access the diff. Right, okay, so that's the diff bracket bolt out. Probably should have took this one out first because there was a bit of weight on it. There we go. Now it all drop off on the edge. There we go. We're off to see the wizard. Perfect. What things we do? Stuck. Sun's out now. Beautiful. That's the one we've just taken off, and this is the new second-hand one that we're putting back on. So as you can see, this is a problem. We've drilled it out, and this one is threaded. So they're not here yet, but once the new brackets come, they should just sit on there, and then the U bracket where the bush sits bolts into the bottom rather than that. So once that's in, it's done then. So you never have to take that off. It'll just be the two at the bottom. So it kind of emits that bracket that comes with it. So gets rid of that altogether. So yes, but that's not here yet. I don't know why. It's been since Tuesday, so it took 5-6 days to get here. Well, it's been 5-6 days so far. It's still not here. So right, see what this diff consists of now. I don't know how heavy it's going to be. Right, okay, so my next step now is to unbolt this prop shaft from the front of the diff, and then undo these mounting bolts, and then hopefully, oh no, I need to get the drive shaft out. How do I do that? I might actually need to undo some more arms just to pull the hub out a little bit, just to pull the shafts out. I might be able to do it with the castle nuts in place. I don't know. We'll see. Right, I think it's what time is it? Oh, my watch just fell off. Snap time. Let's have some snap and I'll resume. The perfect time for an interval. Play what's it called? Play Come On Eileen. Right, interval over. Right, I just need to get this prop off now, which is a bit tricky to get to because the wheel's in the way. I don't really want the car on my chest. Ah well, we'll risk it. She is a bit tricky to get to. Oh, kick dog bowl. Right, let's have a look. Where is it? Can't see it. Right laugh. Right laugh. There's the drive shaft bolts. I don't know if to. So there's the prop shaft bolts. I don't know. I'm going to turn that prop without the car moving forward because we're bloody chocked up at the minute. Right, let's see if we can get these half shafts out and then we'll move forward to that. I have just noticed as well the corrosion here on this fuel filler neck. I think I might just have to order one of those and get one of them put in just while everything's off and easy to get to. It'd be pointless putting everything back together while that looks like it does. That top arm off, and then this other top arm. This should pull out from the diff end, really. I don't know. No, it's pulled the cup. It's pulled it out of the cup. Right, that's one side drive shaft out. Let's see if we can get the other one out. I thought I'd try and cheat and get it out without dropping that top arm off, but it's not having it. Right, trying to be as careful as possible splitting these. I do have a ball joint splitter. Basically these are good for getting the old ones off, but not so good if you just want to put the original ones back on, because they have a tendency of splitting the boots and then grease goes everywhere. So I've tried to be gentle, but I think because they haven't been off for a while, I think I'm just going to have to use a bit of force and then deal with the gaiters after, and put new ones on if I have to.
Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up, all this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Right, that was a bit of a mission now. I couldn't get the ball joints out of the hub, not without serious force. So I've just took this bracket off. I've just took this arm off the body, and then that side, and that actually came out pretty good, but it's still stuck here. So I'd like to probably undo them and tidy them up. Right, I've managed to drop the diff down nearly home and dry. Well, it's not, it's taken out, but I've needed to drop it down just to get to that top 12mm nut. I was struggling to turn the drive shaft to get to it at the top. It might have done it in neutral just to rock it forward, but I just didn't want to. I couldn't do it. So drop the diff down. Hopefully now I can just get to the top of it, and I'm hoping it should just separate. But there is only 4 bolts in there. I don't know if there should be more, but it doesn't seem like a lot to say that's where all the power's coming through. But right, let's see if I can get into it and get it down. Oh, let's get a rubber. Is it a magic rubber? Right, this side. Let me see if I can grab you. Something caught. Come here. Oh. Right. So there's the top one. I just couldn't get it down and off. So there it is. There's the other 3 that I've just taken out. Let's see if I can do this. And there we have it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh well, at least the sun's shining. Oh, for fuck's sake. And she's off. She's out. Right, this needs resealing now. Right, okay, so the diff is out. So this is the RS diff, so I think it's a limited slip diff. And basically what the car had originally was what they call the active yaw control. Are you alright? Shall I carry on? Yeah, cup of tea time. I was going to explain how the active yaw control worked, but it's cup of tea time. Right, I'll just show you in here quickly as to why it was leaking. There, look, no gasket on there whatsoever. That's how it was. So it's literally spent 2 or 3 days building it back up, topped it up with oil, and it's just pissed out because there's no gasket on it. So yeah, so we need to put some gasket on there. Needs a fuel filler on it. What?
Does he put a gasket on there?
No, nothing. No, not does that.
What I mean,
Forgot to film an outro. So yes, gonna go order some more bits and see you on the next video when I'm putting it all back together. So hopefully get everything that I need, get it ordered, hopefully it turns up in time, put it all back together, and yes, eventually we can enjoy it. So thanks for watching. If you made it this far, thank you very much, and if you made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe as well. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you on the next one. Ta-ra.
Ooh.